Mm-hmm. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. And we're in the building.
What up?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
What's good?
What's going on, man?
What's out here? What's going on with you?
Man, bro, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good. Hey, man, I just want to make sure you're okay, though, Keith, man. I know,
It's gotten better the last couple of days.
Yeah, you know, the good thing about
I had to stay off social media a little bit.
Right. I was going to say the good thing about the show being on a Thursday is it gave you some reflection time. You know what I mean? Some healing time. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
I bet it was. So what feels worse? Let me ask you this. What feels worse? Being like the 49ers losing in the Super Bowl or the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl on your field?
The Seahawks winning the Super Bowl on our field.
Wow. It was that bad?
They were the home team too, so they were in our locker room.
Yo, that's insane. I saw the Fred Warner interview. That's crazy. That's like your enemy hosting a party at your house and sleeping in your bedroom.
With your chick.
Yo, whew. Man, that's tough, man. But, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, that's bragging rights for them forever. Because if that ever happened the other way around, I'm never letting. Luckily, I don't know a lot of Seahawks fans.
Right.
So it doesn't quite, you know, our two main rivals. I mean, I consider Dallas a main rival because of when I grew up. But obviously, it's nothing like what it was in the 90s.
Nah, not at all.
Our two main rivals are obviously in division. They don't have big fan bases. Seattle probably does, but not. I mean, Seattle has a 12. They have one of the best home field advantages. So, but I just don't come in the orbit of a lot of Seattle fans.
I think it's because, I mean, I came in the orbit of them like when I was in the Army. But like, I guess like when you live in a certain area, it's not a fan base that you're going to see in too many places. You know what I mean?
Hey, thanks for coming back, my dog.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Wi-Fi. The mob. What up, Dom? Yo, the mob has arrived, man.
That was a shit show overall as entertainment, but I agree with that.
Yeah, especially in like the first 2.5 quarters. I mean, you got a little bit of action there in the third quarter, towards the midway through the third quarter, start to pick up. But I mean, you just saw like it was exactly nothing happened that we didn't predict.
Right.
It was exactly what we predicted. I mean, almost down to the score.
Right.
You know what I mean? We said it was going to be, we said it was going to be ugly. It was going to be a defensive game for a while. We predicted the score was going to be 28-17, and it ended up being 29-13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, nothing was a surprise. The Seahawks, I know you hate them, but you got to tip your hat off to them. They essentially dominated the entire postseason.
Yeah. Nah, they didn't dominate the Rams.
Well, they put on a show against the Rams. That was Sam Darnold's best game.
It was.
You know?
They didn't dominate the Rams.
Well, they could have actually lost. We talked about that, man.
Here's the thing. Once you get there, I was like, didn't we say the NFC Championship was the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
So, I mean, as much as I was hating and really wanting New England to win, I actually think with Bo Nix, Denver would have been a better The better watch in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree. I think they I also think Denver had a better defense. You know what I mean?
The Patriots defense did not show up.
They did all they could, man. To be honest, that they were the
29. I mean, one of them, they turning over, and then he returned that pick for a touchdown.
Right.
So like, the score looks bad on the defense some because they scored almost 30 points, but that wasn't on the defense at all.
Yeah, I mean, those points, like we, said, those points came down, towards the end of the game. You know what I mean? The second half. These were essentially, it was almost garbage time. When they started going up. I mean, these guys, they were holding the fort for most of the first half. We were 12. What was it? 12-0.
Look, here's the thing. When I watched it, I was like 3-0. Okay, 6-0. Okay. Once it got up to 12, I was like, they're not going to score 12 points. They ended up scoring 12, but I mean, I just think that they let up a little bit. That they easily could have shut them boys out.
Bang bang, Seahawks game. Woo!
Newman Field South. Shut up.
What up, Mob? What's going on? I ain't put one in there. Yeah.
Both half shows.
Yo, you're tuned into the Unbeaten.
Kid Rock is your headliner in 2026. It's not a halftime show. I wasn't like crazy on the Bad Bunny thing, but I feel like I was entertained.
It was a party, man. It felt like it really was a vibe. It made me feel like traveled a lot to South America. I've been to Puerto Rico. It just felt like that, they just gave that vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I like the message. I peep game. You know what I mean? I watched all the breakdowns explaining each. I didn't understand everything watching it in real time, but you watch the breakdowns. It was real cool. You see like all the little details and tidbits and references. So all in all, I thought it was dope, man. It wasn't the best halftime show in comparison to like some of the ones of the past, but for what it was, I thought Bad Bunny did his thing.
Right.
But
I had a thought, to be honest. Me and my sister had the margaritas and vibed out. It's dope. That's good.
Nice. Yeah, man. That was the vibe that it was, man. It was like, it made me feel like I was in Puerto Rico chilling, man. Like, it made you want to go get a drink, right?
Right.
But yeah, man, what a show. So man, let's talk about this, man. So, now that the Super Bowl is over, the Seahawks have won. They are the champions. So what do we think, man? What do we think about these quarterbacks now, man? What does this mean for Sam Darnold, in your opinion?
He's solidified now. I mean, you win the Super Bowl, which I would say if we had you've been seeing a lot of stuff of ranking Super Bowls since 2000 and all that.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to rank quarterback play, he probably would be bottom 3. He didn't do a whole lot. He made more plays than Drake May, but I don't think – I put it like this. I think a lot of quarterbacks could have won that game. Now, to your point, when he needed to make plays in the NFC Championship for them to advance, he made them. And so now it's like, okay, it's hard because I don't know – you know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, where to put him. Like, he's not a top 10 quarterback to me. Maybe in the NFC. I just think it did a lot for him. I think he's going to get paid this summer.
Yeah, no, he didn't do a lot in the Super Bowl, but he didn't need to. Sometimes all you need to do is manage the game. You know what I mean? You could do too much and blow it. You know what I'm saying? But I thought, of course, Kenneth Walker came in. He came to play. He was a bell cow doing his thing, man. He shored up the offense. The offensive line came to play. The defense, the defense was outstanding.
He's a free agent now.
Kenneth Walker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. What a way to go into free agency, man, with a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, well,
Don't feel better than
seen early feelers, man. Guess what team they're predicted that I've seen him tied to?
who's he tied to?
The Commanders.
The Commanders?
They have a bunch of cap space, I guess. That's just something I saw out there. They're saying that McDonald wants to keep like that tandem, like how he had him and Charbonnet.
Yeah.
I guess he wants to keep the backfield somewhat. I don't know, cheap, but definitely affordable, right? And so I don't know if he wants to break the bank to pay K9. And you know what? I kind of agree with him.
Yeah.
Can't let one postseason or one season. Do I think K9 is better than like McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, any of those top guys? I don't put him there. I think he's a level below, and I don't know if I would pay him max money.
Yeah, give Marshawn a ring. They made sure to run this. They ran this time. They make that thing. They make that mistake. But yeah, no, it's
One more points. There was some tweets. Hey. There were some tweets talking about when Kenneth Walker got MVP that the kicker got robbed.
No, it was funny. I was in a text group. It was a family chat, and we were in there talking like, man, the kicker might get MVP.
Right.
And but until up to a certain point, it was trending that way.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't be the first time.
He said Seahawks GM got to spend some money, but why? He can use the blueprint he used this year. He signed a lot of guys. That's what I see teams do. He signed a lot of guys that were like, first off, they've drafted well. I looked at their draft board the last 5 or 6 years. Pretty much all their first-round picks hit. You know what I'm saying? From Eman Worry to Witherspoon to Reek Woolen. Then you sign a free agent like DeMarcus Lawrence. Who's the other guy from the Jets? Leonard Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they signed them to very affordable deals. I don't see why you got to spend big money. If you go back out there and find those guys again, who they got to save that money up for is JSN.
Yeah.
And some couple of those young rookie guys on defense. To me, they're kind of built like Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a really loaded young defense that they don't have a lot of money invested in on that side of the ball. I'm like, yo, who are they paying on that team? Because they're not paying Sam Darnold like a franchise quarterback. He made $30 million this year.
Right.
I don't know anybody on their O-line.
Their money is in their defense.
And who?
They're
all pretty much on rookie deals.
They gave D Law a pretty good deal. He gave him more than what Dallas would have gave him.
They were able to do that because all the real stars are on their rookie contract.
Yeah, still on a rookie contract. Yep.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. They're not paying D Law like Nick Bosa money. Who are they paying? Like, I can't think of a guy I'm like, damn, they just paid him $100 million. Who? That's what makes it even more scary.
Oh no, for sure.
Like Dak got what, $60 million? CeeDee Lamb, $100 million or close to it. Who is Seattle paying right now?
That'd be something, man. I had to look at the depth chart. Well, we got a little something right here. It says Shaheed, Brian, Woolen, and KW3 are unrestricted free agents, so they have to make deals to retain that nucleus.
Look.
Yeah.
In the offseason, they let go of Tyler Lockett, Geno Smith, and DK Metcalf. And I'm pretty sure they let go of more. Did we think they'd be in the Super Bowl this year when the season started?
Mm-mm.
I now trust Mike McDonald and John Snyder to do their job, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I mean, they definitely, I mean, I think we started to pick up on it probably mid-season. We started to see like, they're contenders, at least NFC Championship bound, but everybody was still not believing in Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? It was still question marks.
My man said you named 2 washed-up players out of those. Who's washed up? Geno Smith and Lockett? I guess so. But, I believe in being young. As a 49er fan, I like more roster turnover. Now, this year, we do have a lot of cap space, which I don't know how after paying a quarterback, we have so much cap space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's just the rumor. That's what I'm seeing John Lynch and them say they're going to go out in free agency and do some things.
Said NFC East 2 years ago, North last year, West this year. South got anything to say?
No. You know what it is though? It's that rotating schedule.
Yeah.
When you get now, honestly, the AFC South wasn't as weak this year. They had the Jags and the Texans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually the Jags, Texans, Titans. Who's the fourth team in that division? Colts. Usually those are like the weak division games, right? Mm-hmm. Then, the NFC West this year had the AFC South and the NFC South. So that you got Tampa, Carolina, New Orleans, Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So the NFC West took advantage of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and that's a fair point. I mean, that rotation is significant. Will the South have something to say? I mean, I don't know, man. You know, the Panthers surged this year. You know what I mean? They look like they might be set up to be a little more competitive moving forward. The Buccaneers are always there. I'm not sold on Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta has all that talent on offense, you know what I mean, and the defense not to sleep on. So you see what the new coaching down there looks like. And then, I mean, you know, I don't know about New Orleans. It's hard to say.
I appreciate this right here. Oh, keep going. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm trying to address the, you know, the South got something to say.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can't count out the Bucs and the Panthers. I would say it would be between those two. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. That quarterback in New Orleans and Kellen Moore kind of impressed me this year as the season went on.
They were only beating teams in their division.
I agree with that, but I don't think last year they were beating teams in their division. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like when Kellen Moore was in, I feel like he at least found his quarterback. And so when you do that, they just have to turn over that roster.
Yeah.
Because they have too much salary cap tied up. Like, they got to do whatever. Speaking of salary cap, that's what it says. Seattle currently has $72 million in cap space. San Francisco, 42. Titans lead all with 104, and Las Vegas has 91. But I'm saying for us, we have highly paid players. Brock Purdy, Kittle.
Y'all about to take does what's his name come completely off the books? Does he have any guaranteed money left? Ayuk?
Nah, but I think we take a dead cap hit with that.
Let's take a dead cap? Okay. I didn't think he had any guaranteed left. I thought that would help y'all.
He hasn't really played. He only played a year under these. He didn't even play last year because he got hurt. So this would have been his second year under the contract.
And he's an overhyped number 2 receiver, man. I've never been.
I wouldn't say overhyped. I think he's a legit number 2.
No. I'm saying he is a number 2. That's what I'm saying. He's overhyped as a number 1. That's what I mean. He views himself as a number 1, which most receivers do. You know what I mean? I never viewed him that way.
If you're an all-pro, I mean, me and you are fans. We should have our opinion, right?
Yeah.
He was all-pro. If I'm all-pro, you ain't gonna tell me I'm not a number 1.
Absolutely. Nah, he should think he's a number 1. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of that. I ain't gonna say a lot of it. I mean, that game against Seattle, we saw he gets open against Seattle when we played. You know what I'm saying? We saw nobody could get open, no separation, and so in our team he was a number 1, and I think for most other teams he is a number 2. In Shanahan's offense, he gets the Shanahan bump, right? Shanahan bumps everybody up probably a level higher than what they would be on a regular team. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
I do think he's stupid. Like, I don't know what made him just crash out like that. But, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. Y'all should have traded him over there to his daddy when y'all had a chance. But now it's too late because his daddy just retired.
Who's that?
Mike Tomlin. You know, everybody said they look like father and son. He's like going.
Well, the 2 teams that were suited, I think, were them in Washington.
Yeah, you think he go reunite with Debo?
I don't know if Debo's going to be in Washington. I've been seeing they might release him. They're talking about maybe bringing Debo back. Debo saw what life was like without Kyle.
I think it's but I think it's fool's gold, or not fool's gold. I think it's a little deceptive because he had a season without Jaden Daniels being healthy. He had Terry McLaurin. Him and Terry McLaurin hardly played any games together
at all. Right.
Like, but they weren't. Washington was just not. They were like a version of y'all without a Kyle Shanahan coaching.
Right.
Without a Kyle Shanahan and Salah coaching.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I think he should give it another. In my opinion, he should give it another run. I think, you know.
But I think it's more of a money thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's like it always is, right?
Right.
You know, so I mean,
nobody's gonna pay Deebo Samuel $28 million anymore.
Nah, he's not. Nah,
those days are done. If he comes back here, I only want him in San Francisco at a certain price point.
Right. He's never been. I mean, you and I have talked about this, man. It's like he's never been. I never viewed him as this like elite, like pure receiver. No. He's always been like a yak guy, like a guy you throw screens to, right. You know what I mean? Or like comes out of the backfield. He's a great football player.
That's that 1 year. I don't know what it was. You know that year that he went crazy?
When y'all went to the Super Bowl?
No, we went to NFC Championship.
Oh, okay. Y'all went to the Super Bowl with him too, though.
We did. He went to 2 Super Bowls with us.
He was he was on the team with the Purdy team and with Jimmy G.
Yeah. Him and Bosa were rookies on that team.
Yeah.
And Greenlaw. My man said Jaden and Brandon would be the NFC version of Burrow and Chase. I don't know about that. Maybe. Hey, I would do this in a heartbeat.
Trade IU for AJ. I'm sure y'all would do it.
And I would send over a draft pick or 2.
That might not be. That actually, given the other options, that might not be a bad look for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you got with Devontae Smith there. You know, you got somebody who's at least at a minimum a 1B type of guy. You bring Ayuk in there. You got a number 2 who plays like a number 1 and occasionally. You know, not really a number 1, but I mean, they got other weapons on that squad on that offense too. So yeah. I don't know. The Eagles just lost their offensive line coach, man. That's huge. That's sneaky big news, as my man Greeny would say.
It is.
Because that offensive line has been the strength of that team, that offense, you know, in terms of that's how Saquon got off last season. You know, that's how the tush push, you know what I'm saying, it works, you know, so which it didn't work that well this season. But that wouldn't be a bad look. Especially for y'all. That shit, I'll be mad.
Because I feel like AJ Brown, not quite, but like Shanahan would use him like how he used Julio Jones.
He could. They're not the same player, but they have
right.
Yeah, they have the same playing style.
Right.
AJ can go Slim Reaper AJ can go Slim Reaper is way better. I don't know about way better, but
look, AJ did lose that playoff game.
He did. But he's aside from that, man, I mean, he's been whenever I see them throw the ball to him, positive things usually happen for the most part. You know, somebody in the NFC, please take Burrow. Man,
that's my dream. We've talked about that, right? That's my dream scenario.
Burrow coming to the Niners.
Compare Burrow with Kyle Shanahan.
Man, it's not happening. Kyle Shanahan gonna lead. According to your logic, in terms of your trajectory of Kyle Shanahan's career, when you were comparing it to Andy Reid's, Kyle Shanahan will win a Super Bowl with another team that's not the 49ers.
I would say that, but Kyle has already done more in less time in San Francisco than Andy Reid did his whole time in Philly.
Yeah, but the results are still the same. There's no.
I don't like when people say that. Yeah, you want to win. It does mean something to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, he went to a Super Bowl while he was in Philly.
Yeah, not 2.
Yeah, so You went to one more Super Bowl and neither one won. You didn't win either one.
I don't care. Marv Levy went to 4, lost all 4. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he should be.
What you care about, Keith? The Hall of Fame or Super Bowl rings?
Care about it all. Like, I have a son that's an athlete, right?
Uh-huh.
If he made it to the national championship, am I gonna say he's a loser?
No, you no, absolutely. He's not a loser if he's playing in the, you know what I mean, in college, playing college football. He's not a loser playing right now.
For fandom talking crazy, like, yes, everybody wants to be a champion. It's about being a champion. But in the NCAA basketball, what do these college coaches get to count that gets them paid?
Yeah, but you're speaking from their perspective. I'm talking about you as a fan of the 49ers. What do you care about? How many Hall of Famers you got or how many Super Bowls your team wins?
I care about both.
But what do you care about more?
Super Bowl.
That's my point. That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, I don't feel like, okay, if that's the case, why did Kansas City hire Andy Reid? All he showed for 15 years is that he can't do what?
We're talking about that he couldn't win a Super Bowl?
Correct.
Yeah, but his team was always in contention.
Okay, what is Kyle? Always
in contention.
All right, so we ain't go. I understand your point. Your point is not unvalid. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. I don't. This is not disproving my point.
What I'm also saying is, it's cheap coming from a Dallas fan who can't make the NFC Championship, because my team losing in the Super Bowl, you're making fun of my, like, come on. We're not
fun.
Yeah.
You man, oh man, come on, Keith, don't get sensitive on me.
I'm not getting sensitive. I'm just saying.
You said I'm making fun. I'm not making fun.
You like to have a Super Bowl Sunday when you wake up in the morning and you're preparing to watch your team that night.
No, I would love it, man. I would love it, but just at the end of the day, we both in the same Super Bowl drought. Y'all got 1 year. It's 30 and 31 years. Neither team has won a Super Bowl. We both locked in at 5. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it ain't. I mean, we can talk about how many trips you made. You brought up the Buffalo Bills. They made 4 back-to-back and didn't win any of them. Guess what? That's what they're known for, going back-to-back and not winning any of them. They don't have any freaking Super Bowl championships.
That's fair. He said Dallas catching strays.
It comes with the territory, Kyrie. But don't worry, the Steelers will catch some strays too here pretty soon.
31 years, you couldn't imagine. Hell, you had 16. You halfway there, brother. Is he Steelers?
Yeah, it's Steelers, man. They got one up on us though.
Last time they won, I didn't have no kids.
Oof.
And I got a 15-year-old now.
Oof. Oof.
It ain't like they just now won. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't won. That was the last time y'all won a playoff game.
Woo! Probably when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like, hell, he would know. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back with that statistic here pretty soon. But
you know the thing I do like, you got to do silver linings or whatever.
Yeah.
There should not be any lack of motivation in that 49er locker room come next season after watching Seattle winning your fucking building.
Hey, bro. Hey, man, look, with the way those boys on that squad are built, you know what I'm saying? I always told you I'm envious of like the mentality of some of those players, man. I like, man, when Kittles had the shirt that said F Dallas.
Yeah,
you know, underneath it, man. I wish that was my tight end doing that to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know that, but you know that came from like an old Niner moment back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't realize it at the time, but yeah, I saw the reference after the fact.
Yeah, I'm blessed to have the team and players that I have. Mm-hmm. But to your point, is frustration that we haven't closed the deal. And what does that mean? I sent you since 2011. How many NFC championships we've been in? It's super.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You remember Kyle Williams that fumbled against the Giants?
Yeah.
That was the year I really thought was our year. And so Dante Whitner, DB.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Dante Hittner, right?
Hitner, yeah.
He's like, we lost in the Super Bowl and we lost in the NFC Championship to those Seattle teams. He said that game against the Giants, that's the game driving home. I cried. He said we were the best team in football that year. And I thought we were like, that was one of them Eli 9-7 teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I remember going in because they had upset the 15-1 Packers. And so it was one of those things like you ever watch the NCAA tournament and a team upset the 16 beat the 1 or whatever, but whatever. The team you're worried about gets knocked off.
Right.
So you're like, yo, we there. And then we blew that game. But they had Kyle Williams on their podcast, man. It was crazy to watch. He looked like it still affects him. It's crazy. Do you know who his dad is?
It probably does. No, who's his dad?
His dad used to be general manager of the Chicago White Sox.
I feel like you told me about this.
You probably have, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you told me about this. I feel like
his name is Kenny Williams.
Kenny Williams. Okay, yeah. I think we might have talked about this on the show before, matter of fact, Keith, like a couple of weeks ago.
That is actually my most hurt game as a 49er. Not the Super Bowl. Okay, there's two. There was that Kenny Williams game, right? Mm-hmm. And that Jaquiski Tart dropped interception.
Ooh. Yeah. yeah, that one. I could understand. I think mine was a recent memory was probably the might have been
Des caught it.
Dez Bryant. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That one was gut wrenching.
To me, that is the second worst call, and obviously I was happy. That's second worst call since 2000. What is the worst call in a Super Bowl in a playoff game since 2000?
The worst call,
yeah.
Other than that pass interference from
New Orleans, whatever. Yeah,
was that the NFC Championship game, or
it was either that or the divisional.
Or divisional, yeah. What can I look? Maybe what we just saw in the Broncos game, the Broncos and Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah, when I say this one, you're gonna remember because it's classic.
Which one? It
has to do with one Tom Brady.
The worst call.
Yeah, it was actually. It led to him winning his first Super Bowl.
Was it the tuck? The tuck rule?
And the tuck rule was
yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That one's definitely up there.
Tuck rule.
Yep. Yeah, he knew exactly what we were going with it, man.
He says to Chris, he's a Cowboys fan. The Giants playoff game in 2007 was worse. Romo was cooking. Romo and T.O. were cooking.
Oh, yeah. That one was tough too, man. Yeah, that one was tough too. I'm saying I was thinking recent memory. The Dez one just kind of just still stands out.
Miles, that no PA call against LA. Chiefs called offside.
Yeah, that was the one we were talking about, right? The no PI. Yeah. Chiefs called offsides against New England. Oh, yeah.
What about 2 Super Bowls for us against the Chiefs? 0 holding calls. With the type of defensive lines that we had.
Well, you know what that was about.
Hey, are you ready to do it? Are we ready to invite the mob on?
Hey, man, we get some calls. We went to some call-ins today, man. Hey, what up? Hey,
mob, put a thumbs up in the chat if you want to do an impromptu call-in.
We doing call-ins, man. We letting you pop up on us, man. We'll drop the link in there, man, and drop the link for you, and you could just pop up on here, man, and jump in with us. So go ahead, man. Turn your camera light on or whatever, man. Go ahead and get yourself together. if you're trying to get on camera and jump on with us, you ain't even gotta get on camera. You can turn your camera off. They don't need to have the camera on, do they, Keith?
They don't.
Yeah, you ain't gotta turn your camera on, man. You can just get on and talk. So, man, let us know. Let us know.
All right. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
For sure. Woo! But there it is.
There it is. So yeah, what is your heartbreak moment, man?
So regardless, hey, Waff, I say our teams are the cream of the crop of the NFL.
Bang bang Niner game.
He said teams.
I know what he said, but he's a Bang Bang Niner game fan.
I know you, but he's you know what I'm saying, he's being respectful, man. You know, we got some legendary franchises, right?
Right. You guys, let me know if the link is working or not working. Oh, our first call in.
This guy is a. This isn't even a legit call in. This is like just a contributor to the show popping up.
Kyrie. We can't hear you, brother. You're not muted.
There you go.
There you go.
What's good?
Oh, we got
you.
Yo. KY the building.
What's good?
Not much, man. What's good with you?
Another day, another dollar.
Hey, thanks for popping up to talk your shit, I guess.
Hey, look. Look, man. Don't be sad because the Niners got a dub. Niners didn't get a dub, man. It's the Seahawks got the dub in Lumen Field South. You know what I'm saying? I told you it was going to happen.
No such thing as Lumen Field South. You know why? You know why I say that? Can I answer you? You know why I say that?
Why?
There's only one South in the NFC West. Maybe it's two, but it's Levi South down in fucking LA. Our fans show up to games. Their fans in LA do not. Every good team in the world, Pittsburgh, Green Bay, Dallas, San Francisco, if they play in the Rams Stadium in SoFi, it's a home game for them.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I always heard that.
So now Sunday wasn't Lumen Field South. Hell yeah, and it sucked to watch.
It's all good, man. Y'all be back. Y'all got a squad.
Hey, Kyrie, did you see Fred Warner making his rounds?
Yeah, I seen it.
Did you see what he said when he was in the locker room?
I didn't see that part.
Oh man, I should try to find it.
Yeah, I didn't see that part. I like Fred Warner. You're a good dude.
But go ahead while I try to pull it up. Speak on what you got for us.
I mean, you know, I thought it was a good Super Bowl. I mean, I like defense too, though. I coach football, so I've coached both sides of the ball. As I've gotten older, I appreciate defense a lot more because I coached DBs for a long time too. So, I mean, like you said earlier, we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. Before you finish that, I might up offline, man. My son's a defensive back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Oh.
Yeah, I coached DBs for 4 years, maybe. I'm going on year 9 now. I've been in the backfield the last 2 or 3 years on offense now. I switch up a lot.
Don't sell yourself short, man. You played the position too.
Yeah, I did. I played it. I was pretty decent. That was nice. All right. It's track season right now, so I'm working on that, trying to get my guys ready for track season.
Stay in condition.
So you got state next week for indoor and then outdoor start.
Do you recommend all DBs a skill position to run track?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're not playing baseball, run track. Run track. It'll keep you in shape, get you ready for the season ahead. I mean, especially if you're not playing. If you're playing baseball, sure, whatever. But if you're not running track and you don't have spring practice, you need to be doing something.
We had done a lot more of AAU basketball.
Yeah.
In the spring, but he just had surgery, so we're recovering. But I'm gonna have him with a track coach or at least a speed coach.
Yeah, definitely speed coach. So like I said, he come off surgery. Yeah, take it. Don't rush it. You never want to rush an injury, so just take it slow if you can. But definitely do some speed training if he's not running track. Do some speed training. Do something. Keep him ready to go.
Hey, so look, I definitely want y'all to pick this up offline, man, because that's a conversation that definitely needs to happen.
For sure.
But check this out. Hey, Carrie, I want to ask you, man. Did you happen to catch the whole Joey Porter exchange and all the noise he was spitting?
Man, it's
about Big Ben and Harrison.
Slap a Steeler hat on this.
That don't know. We got it. Can y'all see it on the screen?
It's backstage right now.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, that was man.
All right,
they've been airing Big Ben out.
Yeah, here we go.
It's crazy. Like out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business.
Yeah,
because if we talking Steeler business, his ass is foul of all foul. Like that he's did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won a Super Bowl with him, but the person, he's just not a good teammate. Like he knows that. Anybody in the Steeler building knows that, but we protected him because I've only won one Super Bowl, and that was my quarterback. So do I love my quarterback? Yeah, but is he a good person? No. The 7 dude that we don't talk about.
I know.
Is crazy. Like out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business. Yeah. Because of
all right.
Woo.
Woo. Oh, you kind of hell.
And Joey Porter.
Not
Big Ben.
I'm not gonna say it hurts extra, but from a Niner fan, when I see Joey Porter, I identify him with this. Like, that is what a Steeler is to me.
Yeah.
Like, as a Niner fan, if you see Pat Willis talk or Warner, or that's what it is to be a Niner. And that's how I look at Joey Porter.
Yeah.
And so what's your thought on
Steelers
fan?
It's been conflicted reports for years. You know, for years we got told Ben's a great teammate, Ben's a horrible teammate. And it's still the same thing now, even with Joey Porter saying all that. You got some folks defending him, some folks not. You got reporters defending Big Ben and say, hey, look, when I met Big Ben, he was 22. Yeah, he was arrogant. He's 22. He's got the keys to the city. He won the Super Bowl. He's 22. He's arrogant. He's an asshole. They say 10 years later, 7, it's completely different. He's matured. He talks to us now. He does autographs. So, I mean, I don't really know what to believe. You know what I mean?
What you do know is somebody like Brady, you hear the same shit, Tampa, New England.
Yep.
He talked to the last practice squad guy and Randy Moss. The same. But obviously that will be Brady's Brady. But
apparently there's like this Steelers secrecy thing when it comes to the teammates, whatnot. I don't know, and what goes on in the organization, I don't know. A lot of former players talk about it. They don't say things like that, so they're kind of upset with Debo, him calling out Big Ben lately because they're like, without Mike Tomlin,
too, right?
He called Mike Tomlin too, and they was like, without Mike Tomlin, Big Ben, you wouldn't have a job. Mike Tomlin wouldn't kept you. Bill Cowher cut you 3 times.
Right.
Mike got you paid. Big Ben got you paid. So what are you?
Mike got you defensive player of the year.
Like, what are you doing?
Yo, for sure.
Exactly. And what it boils down to is Debo's still pissed off because Tomlin missed him in favor of TJ Watt. That's why he went with New England that year. That's what it boils down to. He's mad about that still. Everybody knows it.
Oh, Joey Porter?
So, I mean, no, Debo.
Talking about Debo when he had to go to New England.
Yeah.
When they drafted TJ Watt.
Yeah, you got a bench for TJ Watt. Now, I will say as far as Ben, I do think he had a hand in them not picking Lamar Jackson that year because Mike Tomlin loved Lamar Jackson. He was on the draft board to get picked by Pittsburgh, and Big Ben threw a hissy fit and said, don't do
it. They said Aaron Rodgers threw a hissy fit when Jordan Love got drafted.
That's true.
He did.
So,
I mean,
you're old. You're 35, not 25.
Exactly.
So whatever.
Other players said that Big Ben was flirting retirement his last 5-6 years anyway, but the organization kept being loyal to him. And that's why Mason Rudolph don't like him, because he didn't like Mason Rudolph either.
Look, I've been watching this game forever. Niner fans was hating Joe Montana getting benched for Steve Young. But it happened, and it kind of had to happen. You go from Andrew Luck, you go from Peyton Manning to Andrew Luck.
Mm-hmm.
It had to happen. You go from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, and Brett Favre pretty much was holding the franchise hostage like Big Ben. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And then you go to, did it stop them from drafting Aaron? They did this shit twice. They told Brett Favre, F you, we're going to draft Aaron Rodgers. Then they told Aaron Rodgers, F you, we're going to draft Jordan Love.
So when Jordan Love see them draft another quarterback, he know his time is, he know the clock is ticking.
Right. I know he's your division rival, but wouldn't you love to have Lamar in Pittsburgh?
Oh, 100%. I love Lamar. I seen him play in person.
Right. So I don't know.
When he played Louisville, he came to Wake Forest. I went to a game. I love Lamar.
I don't know if that's a GM decision or a coach decision, but I usually credit Pittsburgh for being one of those organizations that just wasn't a smart decision. Because Ben did not play too long after Lamar got drafted. And it wasn't like Ben is
2 or 3 more years. That was it. His elbow.
It wasn't like Ben is like Brady, where he's on that TB12. I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Till after I win the Super Bowl. Ben notoriously didn't take care of his body. You know what I'm saying? Like he got old.
He even said it.
Right. So it's like, well, dog, why am I not drafting Lamar? You fat.
I'm with you. I want Lamar. I want him. I'm a diehard Michael Vick fan, so bringing Lamar, bring like Michael Vick to me.
I think he's better than Michael Vick.
All around play, all around quarterback.
Right.
No, I agree. Did you want Shador? Did you want to draft Shador when they passed on him?
Hmm.
I said, did you want to draft Shador? Am I breaking up? Or
I wouldn't have been mad at taking him like.
I think there's just a bit of a delay, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't have mind taking him like the 4th, 5th round. I wouldn't have minded that. I wouldn't reach early for him.
Interesting. Oh, we got a Ravens fan right here, buzzing, man. He says the thought of Lamar Jackson being with the Steelers, blasphemy.
He should say that.
But
they lucky he's still with Baltimore. He almost with Atlanta.
Almost.
Well, you know what? Lamar got a losing record against us, so now what?
That is one thing that is like baffles me with the quarterback play that you guys have had over the last 5-6 years. I'm like, they still be dusting Lamar. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. I mean, I'm not an AFC North stan, but I pay attention to football, so I'll be.
But I'm glad you said that. I had this argument at work the other day about Mike Tomlin. I was like, look at Mike Tomlin's QB play the last 10 years and tell me what other coach, minus maybe McVay and Shanahan, can get their team to play like that behind that kind of quarterbacks he had.
I don't even think McVay and Shanahan have had losing seasons in those times.
But we had Duck Hodges playing quarterback for 5 games, still finished 8-8.
Mason Rudolph.
You feel me? Man, I'm going to win a playoff game. You feel me?
So, I don't know why y'all haven't been able to find a quarterback. To your point,
they reached them.
I think it's personal. I actually like the years that we don't go to. So last year, San Francisco didn't go to playoffs, right? Because we've reloaded. So like the year after we went to the Super Bowl 2019. No, I'm sorry. The year before we went to the Super Bowl, we had the number 2 pick in the draft, and we got Bosa. I don't think you can get those type of players going 9-7, 9-8 like Pittsburgh has done the last.
It's hit or miss.
Like, yes, it is hit or miss, but you don't get those blue chip guys outside of the top 10 a lot, right? It happens, but those top 5 or 10 picks to probably 12 are upper echelon talents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you don't get those knocked out. Now, you did with TJ Watt, right? But that's few and far between. Cam Hayward too. Yeah, Cam Hayward too. But you just stay at 9-8, 9-7. You don't ever get to like 12-5, or we're playing for home field through the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just think the way the NFL is built, parity-wise, unless you got like Mahomes and Andy Reid, like there's 4 or 5 teams that are good like every year, regardless they're playoff worthy. Even like Buffalo, talent-wise, I thought had a down year with their team because they have Allen. They're still going to be a playoff team.
Oh yeah.
But for most other teams, you're going to have 2-3 years that we good, maybe miss the playoffs, boom, boom. And then those years where we've missed the playoffs, we've gotten difference makers going into, you know, which I think has been good for us. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. And so, like, what was the point in Tomlin going 9-8 every year, 9-7? I don't know. And then losing
I don't know.
It's impressive because you were never had a losing season, but you haven't been to an AFC championship in what? How long?
Since 2017.
You're just in a purgatory, man.
And we got cooked up by fucking Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan?
It by the Patriots.
Wow.
Crazy that game.
Yo, I remember that. That was against y'all. God.
Yep. We had Le'Veon Bell, who somehow got injured that game. AB couldn't do much. Big Ben couldn't do much. Our defensive backs were horrible. We had Artie Burns and Mike Mitchell back there.
You know what? Big Ben is a conundrum. You know why? If people think Eli's going to the Hall of Fame, Big Ben is going to the Hall of Fame. Correct? But
yeah, he's good.
When you talk to Big Ben, he wasn't one of those people to be in the facility 18 hours studying film.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He's a dude that really played off physical ability. You know what I'm saying?
He said that. He said, I'm never going to change the way I play either. I'm going to keep doing it.
Until it didn't work no more.
See where it got him, a noodle arm.
Correct. And like, you know, I hate to compare. He is way more physically talented than Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
But he got way less out of his body than Tom Brady did.
Tom Brady's also a lot smarter.
He is. Oh, a lot more disciplined.
Yeah.
Just as a man.
I ain't gonna front. Big Ben's first 6 years, I did this every time we dropped back, throw the ball.
Oh,
I ain't know where it was going.
But his prime was good. I ain't gonna hold him.
Yeah,
like, he had 5,000 yards, then multiple 500-yard touchdown games same season. I mean, he was balling at one point.
Right.
Yeah, y'all were never the same after his decline. Y'all haven't been the same since.
No, it's like we could even before his decline, we couldn't get the defense on par with the offense, and the offense could get on par with the defense. Is when Shazier got hurt that same year, that killed everything.
Yeah. Like paralyzed for a little bit, wasn't he?
Against the Bengals. I hate those guys.
It's just all these divisions, man. Nobody hates anyone more than the teams in their own division.
It's crazy because growing up, I hated the Ravens the most. But as I gotten older, the Browns and the Bengals just somehow got more cockier, and so they've trumped the Ravens in the way I hate them.
Really, that's interesting, man. Because I always still viewed that Ravens Steelers rivalry as like one of the biggest in sports.
It is. It's just they don't trash talk like they used to in that game.
To your point, I think both of those franchises have been so successful. There's a certain amount of respect there.
It is.
I don't really feel like because in the years that you guys have won, it wasn't like you were getting in each other's way.
No.
I feel like that's what makes it more like when we have lost an NFC championship, we've lost twice to the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. Like this year, I don't know why the NFC West is like that, but like when one of us are really good, maybe not all the time, but it always seems like the last 10 years, the Rams, Seahawks, or 49ers have been around the top of the NFC. You know what I'm saying? And so you're always running into each other. Yep. Like we run in the Rams NFC Championship and the Seahawks a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but you know, to do it multiple times in a 10-year span, that's a lot.
I will say, I know we played Baltimore in each level of the playoffs. I know we beat them in the AFC Championship game, Flacco's rookie year, and then beat them divisional round 2 years later. Then they got us the last 2 matchups we had.
Right.
Yeah, mutual respect. He's right.
Yeah, man, that's really sweet, man. I don't think I'll ever like the Eagles. I don't think that. I don't see that in my horizon. I mean, look, I don't want to see my significant other, down and out, while sharing the same domicile. But however, I have to say that it does bring me joy to see a Cowboys victory, especially in Philly.
I could never like. Here's the thing. I feel like people have been trying to put us against Philly as rivals the last 3 or 4 years. You feel like that? Either one of y'all?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I don't have any disdain for Philly. It doesn't bother me when they win. Maybe that one game when our quarterback got knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they were talking crazy. And as it showed in the last 2 or 3 matchups, we played them. Because this is what I always thought. It was close to equal talent. I never thought they were as well coached as we were. Even though Sirianni has won a championship, I would not take him over Shanahan.
I wouldn't either. I
don't think anybody would.
Yeah,
But if you had to rank them as coaches,
yeah.
Since he has a ring, would you rank Sirianni over him? But we did see them match up in the playoffs this year, and we saw how the coaching went that game.
I mean, if you count the ring, I guess you could rank him over him, but that Philly squad was also like uber talented.
And lost to our practice squad.
Exactly.
Lost to guys that
how you look at it.
Well, you got to look up your own players, that late in the season, trying to figure out, wait a minute, who is it?
I told him, me and my son were watching the game, Googling Niners defensive players. Who is that? Because I know my team. You know what I'm saying? When we picked up Kendricks, some white linebacker I've never seen in my life. They said we got him off Denver's practice squad. I think we did the playoffs a disservice because I do think that Philly would have gave Seattle a better game than what we did.
Think so?
Talent-wise, I do. I think we beat them strictly. What Ryan Clark say, Nikia? Intellectual
ass whooping.
I think physically they would hold up a lot better, and they have better players.
Yeah.
We had a few big plays on Philly, and then we had that trick play. Like we didn't. I don't feel like you ever watch a game and you're like, we won the game, but we didn't outplay them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Philly was a better team than us. I think in certain plays in certain points in the game where you had to make a big play, that's where we capitalized and they didn't.
They were situationally incompetent.
Correct. That's a
yeah.
Great way to put it. Yep, that's a great way to put it.
That guy, what was his name? I think he's fired now. Their offensive coordinator. He was terrible. Yeah, he was awful. The strength of that team. The strength of that team as far as coaching is Vic Fangio.
And he got outcoached by Kyle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
I tell you, sometimes football is all about a game of just schemes and matchups, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can scheme it right. You got them. You got them.
But you got to have the pieces. The thing I realized against Seattle is Mike McDonald is an elite defensive coach, and they had way better athletes than us.
Yeah.
Couldn't get open and all that. It made me go back and watch the week 1 game to see how we beat them.
It was week 1.
That's correct. And it's a division game.
Mm-hmm.
And we were healthy because I was telling, guess who won week 1 game against them?
Who?
Bosa. He was living in the backfield. MAGA was living in the backfield.
MAGA Bosa.
MAGA Bosa.
No, I'm serious. Like, you think like, oh man, they lost Bosa. Our whole pass rush fell off when he got hurt.
Yeah, it did.
He had nothing. Like, but that first game I went back and watched, he was living in the backfield. I'm talking about like you could see Sam Darnold seeing ghosts.
Seeing them ghosts.
Nice, he wasn't seeing, but you can see he was feeling his presence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then in the fourth quarter, they drove down in the red zone and Bosa knocked the ball out. We recovered the fumble. That was a game.
I don't think Drake may see a ghost right now.
That's a great segue. Speaking of which, so Drake May. So we were talking earlier. We talked about Sam Darnold a little bit earlier, man. So Drake May, man, where do we rank him at now? You know, now that he's made it to the Super Bowl, he had a really rough playoffs, to say the least. In fact, I don't think he played good in any game in the playoffs. He made plays at certain times when he needed to, but for the most part, yeah, he was hard to watch. Where do you rank him at in that QB class? It was 6 first-round quarterbacks in that draft class. You know, you had him and Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix and JJ McCarthy and who else? We had Caleb Williams, and Caleb Williams was in that draft class. So, like, where do you put Drake May at now after making it to the Super Bowl, or as Keith and I questioned last week, maybe lucking himself to the Super Bowl?
I'm still taking Caleb Williams over Drake May.
What about Jaden Daniels?
That's just me personally.
What about Jaden
If he
Daniels?
can stay healthy.
Okay, that's a big thing.
Will you take a healthy Jaden? You take a healthy Jaden Daniels over a healthy Caleb Williams?
I would.
I don't
right
know.
now. I don't like the below 60. You know what below 60% in passing reminds me of? Cam Newton every year that wasn't his MVP year.
I think it. You know what it is? I think it just looks. I get what you're saying, Keith. I respect it. But I think it just looks different, man. It's something about Caleb Williams when you watch him play. You just see like he's a little bit of maturation away from being something special. You see a little bit of Patrick Mahomes-esque type.
Hold on, before you finish that. By Patrick Mahomes' second year, he was already 50 touchdowns.
Well, I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, Keith, by any means. Let's not get carried away. I'm saying that was his comp coming out of college. You know what I mean, Patrick Mahomes. And when I watched him this year, I can kind of see where that comp came from. You know, you see there's something special about him. There's a little clutch in him. And he's gonna make some mistakes. He's kind of
not a little clutch.
Yeah, he's got he's a gunslinger. You know what I mean? He's not afraid, but so he'll throw the ball away just as easily as he makes the big plays. But I mean, there are other quarterbacks over time known for that. What's that?
He's finally got a good coach.
And that's what I'm saying. Under Ben Johnson, I think he's only going to get better, man. You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be on the McVay Shanahan level as an offensive play caller. I really do.
Oh, Ben Johnson?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. But, Jaden Daniels just has to he's got to get healthy. I don't, you know what it is about Jaden Daniels, Keith, Kyrie? You know who ruined our outlook on quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels? That damn C.J. Stroud. We got to make sure not another C.J. Stroud.
Yep.
I'll say why it doesn't. Because to your point, when Jaden is actually healthy, I don't really see him playing bad. C.J. Stroud played bad.
Well, we have only seen Jaden Daniels 1 year, really. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So we don't know yet, So, I mean, C.J. Stroud was, all-world rookie year, and then, everybody got the tape and looked at it, and I don't know what happened. He was atrocious.
Say that. C.J. Stroud didn't change none of his game.
Yeah, he was atrocious.
He changed nothing.
That playoff game against did y'all see that, man? Like that defense, their defense that's one of the best defenses. Like, that's a top 3 defense he's got over there.
And I think it's one of the best defenses, like in the last few years. I really do.
Yeah,
it's a Super Bowl caliber defense.
It is.
Sure.
And guess what? That's D'Amico should be still at home right here.
Well,
man, no. He getting that head coach. You know what I mean? That head coach dollars now, bro.
Black man, do your thing. But look, you could have used him a couple of more years. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Kyrie, we're gonna keep hearing the quarterback. Why they keep poaching our coaches? Why we can't keep our coaches?
You gotta stop winning, Keith.
We didn't win this year again.
You too busy rehabbing coaches, man. You gotta stop doing that. You rehab Salah.
Oh, another thing, I haven't showed it. Sam Darnold made us to where we'll never sign backup quarterbacks to 1-year contract.
That's y'all's fault.
So we have Mac Jones under contract again. A lot of people want to trade for him, but Kyle Shanahan and Brock pretty much rehab Sam Darnold and gift wrapped him to Minnesota. He played well there. Obviously, the last 2 games, whatever happened, and then you know what I'm saying.
That's y'all's fault.
That's our fault.
That's y'all's fault, man.
It's our fault for being successful. Well, let me ask you this: because Kansas City wins Super Bowl, why can't? Hey, I know he was terrible as a head coach, but go hire Spags before you go hire Salah or D'Amico Ryans. Am I just sour grapes or what?
See, Salah had a bad draw going to New York Jets, man. Nobody survives there.
That's right.
He get a second chance now. Spags and Matt Nagy, y'all can kick rocks all I care.
Oh, you had it. What's up, Walt?
Walt, what's going on, man?
What's up?
Hey, thanks for coming on, brother.
Man, welcome to the Unbeaten.
Man, it's a pleasure, man. You guys caught me at a good time. Just watching some film for our last regular season game tomorrow. So,
hey, man, good luck, man.
Sir, good luck.
Thanks.
We got a coaching panel on right now.
We do.
That's what's up.
So, man, Walt, talk to us, man. What you got, man? What's on your mind?
Oh man, as a 49er fan, I'm gonna go on a quick rant, man. I'm tired of seeing the entire NFC West division go win a Super Bowl before us with players that we help develop. So, I mean, in some regards, it shows that the coaching and the culture with the 49ers is excellent, but from a player personnel standpoint, man, we keep coming up short and missing out on really talented players, especially on the defensive side. And I think we need some more. I don't know if it's better scouting or maybe another player personnel director or maybe even another GM, man. I don't know, but we're just missing the mark too much in certain areas. I'll say that.
I would say the hopeful thing for y'all is it's not like y'all don't have, the talent on your team. I've been telling Keith this. You've probably been watching, you tune into the show. You heard me say this to Keith a lot, man. He's like, man, y'all's weakness is your damn training staff. Because all you guys get injured every year, man. It seems like lately anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every team gets injured every year. Our team gets torn ACLs, ruptured Achilles.
Right.
We don't ever have a sprained ankle, a broken wrist, put you out a month. No. Our injuries are career-altering, season-altering injuries.
Baltimore's the same way.
Yeah. And those
are Baltimore, it's because that year that they beat us when they had Brock throw 4 picks, they were the best team in football.
Yeah.
And they were healthy all year. And they pissed the bed against Kansas City. Zay Flowers fumbled that ball in the end zone. I said, "Oh my God!"
I think y'all did too in 2 Super Bowls,
Huh?
Huh?
You said what?
So I think y'all did too in 2 Super Bowls there, just a bit, a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We also didn't get a holding call in either Super Bowl.
That holding call shit is crazy though.
That is crazy.
Again,
this is what I'll say. It's not crazy. It's crazy in the fact of what our defensive lines looked like.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm only basing it off of that alone. The lines that we've had in the Super Bowl have been championship level front sevens, and you mean to tell me in 2 Super Bowls against the same teams, especially when in the first championship that the Chiefs had, the Chiefs were the most penalized offensive line that year, and to go into the Super Bowl, and they have a clean sheet for the entire game, it's no possible way. There's no way. I mean, it's clear that Bosa was getting dragged and held because Pat Mahomes had a lot of time in that fourth quarter that he didn't really have the entire game. And when you look at the blueprint of when they lost Super Bowl to the Buccaneers, the difference in that game was that front four.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Chiefs, it's funny because I kind of equated to when Brady was on his Super Bowl run. The one team that he couldn't beat had one of the best front fours in the league, and that was the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
That Giants front four was giving him hell. And both times.
Mm-hmm.
And those 2 Super Bowl losses were because of that. So, it is what it is. But that's kind of my rant.
Mahomes lost to the
3 and to the Eagles same way.
Mahomes lost to the Chiefs and Eagles. They couldn't keep them boys out the backfield.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like that, with Brandon Graham and Jalen Carter, those guys. They literally made Mahomes look like Drake May last week.
Oh, for sure.
But I'm gonna tell y'all something else. I'm gonna let you go. But hey, you know what else got me watching the Super Bowl? Kyrie and Walt and Burney. Why couldn't we draw a team like the fucking Patriots? Why we got to draw Pat Mahomes twice?
Exactly.
Why we can't draw a team like that in the Super Bowl? The teams we play in the Super Bowl, we get Ray Lewis. We get Mahomes twice.
we get.
What are we talking about?
We get the most all-world teams of all time, and all-war quarterbacks, all-war defenses.
Yeah, it was a vacated AFC playoffs.
I'm surprised it happened again, honestly.
What happened again, Kyrie?
You get the Chiefs next year if you make it.
You know what? I actually think I think our window is closing very rapidly. I think next year. Well, I'll take that back. I think that we can revamp it and reopen our window, but we got to win it next year. If we're healthy, I think we have a really good shot of going back. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be pissed if we play the Chiefs again. I'll be extremely pissed because I already know it's getting ready to happen.
First off, this was the year to go.
Yes.
This was the year to go. And so it's like, okay, next year I think we're going to have the talent to compete with anybody again if we're healthy. If we draft well, we get Bosa back, Michael Williams, Fred Warner. I mean, Fred Warner could play right now, so I'm actually happy we didn't make the NFC Championship because I think he would have tried to play. And Lord knows, I'm like, yeah, he broke his ankle. Now he's gonna pop his Achilles and be out next year. So,
right.
Speaking of that, freaking Dre Greenlaw tear his Achilles in Super Bowl, just running to the field. That still blows my mind.
No, I feel
like Kyrie. I feel like that lost us a game.
That cost us a game.
They could not move the ball before he got hurt.
It changed the game.
It cost us a game because he had Kelsey locked.
It changed the game.
He had Kelsey arguing with his.
Here's the thing: when you go back and watch like the sideline reaction, when Mahomes saw him get hurt, Mahomes was like 57 down.
Oh, I missed that. I did not see that. Did he do that for real?
He did.
Yo.
Did anybody else see that?
No, I actually, I'm gonna tell you the part that
I
got
didn't
me.
see it. As a football
The part
player,
that got
I
me.
get it.
The part that got me that was so weird and eerie about the situation, it was the cameraman was focused only on Dre Greenlaw coming onto the field.
That's
Like-
correct.
Yes.
Like that didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, first of all players to get for you to have kneeling down as a kickoff is getting downed, and then we're getting ready to go. Then the defense is getting ready to go onto the field. You just happen to have the camera panning on Dre Greenlaw. Like, I'll never forget that part. I said, yo, that was weird. Matter of fact, I think I called you at halftime. Like, man, like, yo, this is crazy.
Right.
Hey, now let me ask y'all a question. Do you think the 49ers should go after a trade for Justin Jefferson?
What are you giving up?
I don't think Minnesota.
Well, I mean, I know we have some picks that we could give up. We can definitely give up Brandon Ayuk. I mean, I don't know what's up with him. I think there's some options there. Plus, we have the cap space because we voided the contract for Ayuk. So,
All right. Hey, Walt, hold on 1 second, all right?
yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I think that I would.
Just like we thought. Just like we thought. Hey. No. Hey. 57 got hurt. 57 got hurt over there.
Oh,
Did Trey just get hurt running out on the field?
Damn, bro.
yo.
We got
How crazy is that, man?
Yo, that's wild.
Look,
The Patrick Mahomes and the commentary.
I do the same thing on Friday nights. I'm in the booth. I'm like, hey, such and such is hurt. Call this play.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
You
Friday
think
nights.
as a
I'm in the booth for Friday nights.
As a coach, I mean, or a player, whatever. When Mahomes saw him go out, what do you think? Like, that was a big deal for him to go over to his coaches and say that?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. You changing your scheme now. You got something different, buddy. You got it.
Yeah.
Because they
You got
couldn't win him the rest of the game.
Yes.
Man,
They cooked his replacement the rest of the game.
Look, if I see a
Kelsey
player
was open
limping,
the
I'm
whole
calling
game.
it out.
You call it out.
Yes. I say, hey, such
But
and such
yeah,
limping.
I don't know how I saw that. Or maybe I was just sad perusing why we lost Super Bowl. Because I was wondering, how did they start scoring and they couldn't score?
Because Greenlaw was out. Like, Greenlaw.
So you heard him. First thing Mahomes said, 57's down.
That lets you know that they had just talked about scheming him out of the game. They was just trying to scheme up on him. And then they saw him go down. They like, oh, shit, we ain't got to scheme him out. He's out. He's down. Man down. Yo,
The thing about Greenlaw and Warner is they're both really good in pass coverage.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
At that time, anyway. I don't know what Greenlaw is now after the Achilles. But at that time, that was the thing. They're both really good tacklers and really good at – they're kind of like what Navarro Bowman and Pat Willis were.
Right.
I still like Bowman and Willis a little bit more than them. But I don't know, man. Maybe we can
I don't
argue.
know, man. That's actually a good debate.
It's not bad. I mean, but one's already a Hall of
But Walt,
Famer.
back to your question.
yeah.
Walt, back to your question about Justin Jefferson. I don't think Minnesota does it.
I don't either. He's too young. I would actually try to draft another quarterback and try to make or go get another quarterback.
Yeah.
Maybe now you can go get another Sam Bradford. Maybe not Sam Bradford exactly, but go get a retread. If you think you're that type of coach, Kevin McConnell, and then I can make Justin Jefferson. Yeah, I would not. I agree with you. I would not trade him. Absolutely.
They're more likely to try to get Mac Jones up off of y'all than they are to trade y'all Justin Jefferson.
Well, look, hey, I wouldn't even mind. I know it sounds crazy, and it could lead to another situation where, with like Sam Darnold, but I might package him for Justin Jefferson. Like I'll say this, and again, you might be right. I don't know that Minnesota actually does that, but I at least got to listen. considering that they just fired their GM.
But they didn't fire their head coach. If they fired their head coach, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Kevin McConnell is a Sean McVay disciple who is a really good offensive schemer. I mean, they went 14-3 last year with a competent quarterback. As a fan of an NFC, I did like them going to McConnell because all he did was win handing the ball off at Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a good quarterback at Michigan, in my opinion. So why would I think he'd be good in the league?
McCarthy.
Yeah.
I don't really hold him in high regard.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think McCarthy showed promise when he was healthy before he got injured. In his rookie year, he looked to be more comfortable. I think this year, I think there was a lot more pressure and expectations for him that weren't there when he first got into the league because he knew, coming to that situation that I don't think there were championship level aspirations. But then after his backup comes in, like you said, and goes 14-3, I feel like a lot of what happened this year with him was that he kind of pressed a lot, and he just never looked comfortable in the pocket at all.
Right.
So I mean, I think maybe another year. I think they give that duo another year, but to your point, from a fantasy football standpoint, I almost had to move. I actually had to move off of Justin Jefferson because he wasn't getting the ball.
Look, he won me a game against you, right? You have Justin Jefferson in the playoffs? No.
No, I didn't have Justin Jefferson.
I played against him in the Musa League in one of them, and it was like, "Yo, you lost." Like, McCarthy got you cooked, bro. And so I think that's why their GM got fired, actually, because Sam Bradford played well.
I was going to say that's exactly. Imagine how they.
Okay, let this be our last topic. This is what I'm gonna bring up. We know that Minnesota fired their GM. Would you have kept Sam Darnold or not? Because that's why I think he got fired.
Yes, I think I totally agree with that.
And so
I do.
Would whoever want to start can start? Would you have kept Sam Darnold if you were the GM?
It'd be hard to justify paying him all that money when you got a rookie quarterback that you just drafted too.
Well, I'm going to ask you this: would you draft a rookie quarterback if you had Sam Darnold going 14-3?
Remember
they drafted him first.
Those things didn't happen in that order.
Yeah. McCarthy got drafted first.
Yeah.
McCarthy got drafted before they got Darnold?
He got drafted before they went 14-3.
Yeah, 14-3.
So he got drafted. Didn't they sign Sam Darnold in free agency? Is that what happened?
No. Darnold
was there. He just on the 1 year
Darnold was
deal.
already there.
Darnold was a 49er, went into free agency, and signed.
Yeah, they got him for a backup.
Yeah, but they got him as a backup to McCarthy.
Yeah, it happened at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
McCarthy went down, and nobody expected Sam Darnold to go 14-3 in Minnesota because he's coming from the Niners as a backup, and his other years of starters were terrible.
Right.
So that's why I said can't really. I mean, hindsight's 20/20.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 20/20. You can't guarantee he does have a great year again in Minnesota.
It's like you can see why they moved on from him. You know what I mean? Because they saw McCarthy as more of a future prospect. I guess they weren't looking at Sam Darnold as that, or maybe they saw it as a one-off and had more faith in the coach than they did in the quarterback. But
Minnesota had no run game this year, and the O-line was atrocious because everybody was hurt.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even all like McCarthy's fault. You know what I'm saying? It was just like they didn't have the assets that they needed to support him.
I don't disagree. But here's the thing. Once I draft J.J. McCarthy with a first-round pick, you're vested, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once I have a quarterback go 14-3, I can't just move off you because there's so many moving dynamics with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can speak on this as a Niner fan. We traded 3 first-round picks for a quarterback, correct? And Trey Lance. which I would say is almost equivalent of just drafting McCarthy in the first round, or even more. Once Brock Purdy outplays him, Shanahan, what does he do?
Yeah, but my only rebuttal to that is McCarthy lost his position because of injury.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't because of performance.
They said that.
I don't disagree with that.
But like y'all remember.
Before you finish, once I go 14-3 with you, we're not moving off of you. This is what I'll say. If you're gonna play bad, I gotta see you next year play bad again. Just because you play bad the last 2 games, we won 14 games with you. We're within 1 game. First off, besides last year, has there been a 14-win team that didn't have the number 1 seed?
I feel like the Bills did.
I'm talking about since 17 games.
I think the Bills did. I could be wrong though.
I think the Bills finished second behind the Chiefs.
The Chiefs went like 15-2 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but to your point, if you're 14-3, most of the time you're going to be the number 1 seed, right?
Facts.
So I can't move off of you.
But you got to remember, he was only a 1-year deal. He's free to go wherever he want to go. Are you really going to get into bidding anymore?
They could have franchised him.
Not in Minnesota, they couldn't.
Yes, they could.
Off that 1-year free agency deal?
Yeah, they could have. Because they took his rights. Whatever it was. The only reason I know this is because once GM got fired, I went back and Googled some of this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And so they had like his rights for like whatever 2-3 years, whatever that, because you got to have their rights for like 2 or 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. They had it, so that's all Sam Darnold wanted, to stay in Minnesota. He wanted to be franchise tagged, so they could franchise tagged him.
Yeah, because the Cowboys are doing that now with Pickens. Pickens was on a 1-year deal.
Because Pittsburgh traded the contract to Dallas, right. They still have his franchise rights. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the same thing with Darnold. You know, he wasn't. I don't think he was a free agent. I think we traded him to Minnesota.
Now again, man, it's everything was kind of lightning in like a bottle, mm-hmm. in a sense, because even if you go back a year prior, right, when they got off of Kirk Cousins, who could be coming back to Minnesota, which is funny.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I think when they moved off of Kirk to draft JJ, who just won a national championship, when you look at that pick, you don't think that's a bad pick when you look at who was in that draft with him and his production coming out of college. And now he wasn't perfect as a quarterback prospect, but you can understand why. Now, Darnold got into a perfect situation where you had a really good defense, where Darnold wasn't asked to do as much as he even did in Seattle this year. And you have a number 1 threat. Similar, it's really kind of similar situation to what he had in Minnesota with Justin Jefferson. Then now in Seattle, you have a really good wideout in JSN, who really thrived with Darnold and with Clint Kubiak. So we have two situations where.
Hey, pause there, Walt. Pause there.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy Clint Kubiak is gone. All right. Go ahead.
Well, and I think that would be the reason why Seattle does not go back.
Mm-hmm.
And because if you look at the trend of OCs that get jobs,
right,
it really affects the offense the following year. It happened in Philly, and subversely with us as Niners. You know, once we lost to Miko Ryans and then we lost Salah.
Yeah. To your point, it doesn't hurt us offensively; it hurts us defensively.
Defensively, right? Yeah, on that side. But I do think, I do think Minnesota is in a tough spot because the Bears got better in a year.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions regressed.
did.
little bit. Yeah, they did, and
You
because
lost
again, they lost the OC, they lost the wide receivers coach. Like Ben Johnson,
They lost defensive coordinator.
they lost the DC.
Mhm.
So and then their head coach took over play calling.
He did.
And he really gambled a lot. So I mean, you win some, you lose some there.
Right.
But that division is going to be interesting, man. Like you went from being in first place to fourth, like that. Now I do think it'll help them out by getting in an early draft spot. I just the question is they gotta show up that O line, man. They gotta show up the O line.
Yeah, Minnesota's not a bad team. They had a lot of injuries. Got to shift. The O line's got to get better.
Well, we had an hour and a half, and bros got to get up for work in the morning. What else we want to hit before we get up out of here?
I just want to say that in 45 years, only one team has been called for one foul in 20 minutes of a college basketball game.
Hold on. Hey, Kyrie, are you a Duke fan? Like
I'm a Duke fan.
I am too. Yeah. So yeah, let's
We
really,
Carolina fans up top.
let's really unpack that now.
High five.
As a basketball coach who's coached on the collegiate level and now high school, with both teams playing man to man and aggressive, you can't tell me that's crazy. Like, and again, I give Carolina,
one team got tired and one team didn't.
Nah, okay. Nah. I mean, I don't fully agree with that.
I do think before you speak, Walt, I saw Caleb Wilson play against Slim in high school down here in Georgia, right? I thought Slim was better than him. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that anymore.
Well, you really can't think much anymore because Caleb Williams' season's probably done.
Yeah,
but
it is. It's probably. But if I was his dad, his season would be done, 1,000%.
But
Slim's a shooter though.
You said what?
To your point,
Slim's a shooter.
They don't really play the same position.
At least, okay, when you say that, Slim wasn't hitting shots the other night.
No, not the other night. He went on a tough streak the last 3 games, but last night he got it back.
When I went to go see him play, he hit 10 threes in high school.
But you talking about against Pitt?
Yeah, he went 5 for 6 last night. He got it back last night, 5 for 6. And at the big games, we still get the dub. You know what I'm saying? Win or lose, we get the dub.
As a pro, I think Slim should probably come back again.
Yeah. Nah.
You don't think he gonna do it?
I don't. I like. Okay, like let me ask you a question. Because the question that like what do you see for him? Because right now I see Slim as a guy that's really good in catch and shoot, really good at coming off screens, and could be a good defender.
I think he needs to get stronger.
Okay, now to your point, some might say that he can get stronger in the NBA. Like I don't know how much more outside of the money, right? Outside of the money.
What was the conversation we had about Elijah Arenas?
Yeah, very similar, but the only difference with that conversation is Slim he has a year and a half of college experience. Arenas lost half the season because of the injury.
I feel like he looks just as strong as Isaiah Evans now, without, to your point, being hurt or whatever throughout this year. He looks more athletic to me than Isaiah Evans.
So I'll say this: I don't think, to me, this is my personal opinion. I don't think Slim is being used in the same light as Arenas and as Caleb Williams. I think Wilson. I think Slim is a lot more like them, and I think you'll see that at the next level where there's more space to operate. Because Slim handles the ball actually pretty good.
But they use him because they don't use him. First off, Caleb Wilson and Arenas are pretty much used as main guys, right?
Right.
Whereas Boozer is the main guy on Duke.
Yeah, but okay. Now think about it. Now let's look at that. Last year, Who was the main guy?
Cooper.
All right, so in that same position that Cam's playing. Right. So now you use Cam as a screener for him to free him up, because if you double, especially on like a pin down screen, if you come off and you detach yourself from Cooper or Flat, then that's either gonna be a slip action to it for a lob or a layup. Or if you try to switch it, then now Cam and Boozer both have a mismatch. Right. So the way he's being used, I think, is similar to how let's kind of go back in time to how I don't know if you guys remember Dawkins that played for Duke.
Mm-hmm. Johnny Dawkins, yeah, I remember him.
No, I don't mean Johnny. I'm talking about Andre.
He on the staff now.
Like Andre was more than just a shooter. Like I watched that kid play high school. That kid can handle the ball too. But again, because you had so many other talented players with him.
Let me ask you guys this before you finish that. As coaches, what do you think about somebody like Trimble not entering the portal and going and staying at the same school 4 years? How often are we going to see that?
Not often. He just loves the school.
Wait, talking about who? Talking about for
Trimble. They hit the game winner.
No, Carolina does it. Y'all keep him for 10 years anyway.
Well, I'll say this. So you will see
Shut up, Kyrie.
I mean, he's not lying. But look,
go ahead.
So to your point, if you're not a lottery pick or a top first round pick, and you're projected to go second round, then you're going to see that a lot more, because those kids are getting paid $1 to $3 million a year, right? So that is free money every year that you're not going to get,
right?
In the NBA. In the NBA, you're coming in second round. You're making a minimum contract at what? Maybe $1 million a year.
Just get sent to the G League.
We're plugged in with Scoot Henderson, number 3 pick. He's at 46 million.
Okay, so what? So again, this is basically, you gotta look at this based off of
as far as
draft projections.
Only first round picks are guaranteed contract.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So think about it. Right. If I know that I'm not a first round pick, I'm not going nowhere.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at Mondo Baycott and what's the name and R.J. Davis. They did the smart thing.
That's right.
Bro, I'm about to be a celebrity. I'm gonna be in the final for every year, and I'm getting $2 million a year. I'm great. I'm not going nowhere.
Right.
And like Mondo, to his credit, man, he went and bought he bought a hotel and some other real estate. So some of that money that he had, he put that and invest that into like lifelong, investment. So I mean, so it's like it's a lot of these kids that kind of get ahead of the curve,
right?
Mm-hmm. Without buying crazy stuff, as long as they have somebody that's able to help them manage their money. But I'd rather do that.
I'm about to jump off.
And stay in school, which you're gonna see a whole lot more. Most kids are going to stay in school, and that's why the portal hurts high school kids.
You saw what happened with Mississippi quarterback, right?
Yeah,
he got granted a 6th year.
He got granted another year. So
it's killing high school recruiting. I see it all.
This is a strategy. This is a strategy what people will do, right? So say you're in Tennessee and you're like, we got a quarterback, we're gonna pay him $5 million to coach our team next year. To quarterback our team next year. The NCAA did not grant him an extra year eligibility. Okay, we're gonna sue the state or whatever and get the judge to put an injunction, because the Tennessee judge is. What do you think the Tennessee judge is going to do?
Deny it.
They're going to go against the NCAA, right?
Yeah.
And so the NCAA got to fight, and they're not going to be able to fight all 50 states.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to let that shit rock. And so that's just what it is.
I'll say the NIL and transfer portal is a double-edged sword. Like you said, Walt, it's doing great for kids that are in school, but it's hurting high school sports to an extent.
Not in Georgia. These kids down here are getting NIL deals, Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm in Virginia, so I coach on the girls' side, and I have 3 Division I girls on my team, and that are seniors. So it's like, and I coach with Boo Williams, so I'm a little more plugged in than most people.
Mm-hmm.
But there's really money. There's a lot of money on like the girls side when it comes to NIL and stuff, for things that you wouldn't even think about that us as guys do, but little like. Even like Fashion Nova and Temu is giving girls money. Like you'd be surprised, man. It's crazy. But it's interesting because if you're not on that level, then it's really hard because I have another guard. I have a point guard right now who's an unsigned senior, who's getting looked at by some Division I schools, but doesn't want to play Division III and kind of wants to play Division II, but she's good enough to play Division I, but she's small. So now, and honestly, the biggest position of need in college basketball is bigs and point guards. Because they can find wings in the portal. But the one position that you can't miss at in order to make your team better is that point guard. And so now you have a situation where I'm trying to leverage some of these coaches that I know. Hey, man, you can bet on that portal kid, but you don't know what you're really getting. With my freshman kid, this is a kid that you can develop, build with. And if you bring in a portal kid that's older, then they can learn under that kid if they're a really good leader. And that's kind of like the biggest issue. Like, a prime example, Shaka Smart. In Marquette, they were right to the top 10 last year. Now they won't even make the WBIT tournament. I mean, so it's like
they're like 13.
I mean, dude, like that portal can jackpot, or you can just crap out in the portal.
Right.
I know football side of it. It's like they're not really recruiting high school kids per se like that, unless you're like just phenomenal. Because in football, I see it. It's crazy.
Down here in Georgia, they are.
Yeah, I mean, you got Buford and all those schools.
To your point, Buford is crazy. Carrollton, yeah. So at my son's school, Sprayberry, they had number 1 DB in the country. You know Jordan Edmonds?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's at my son's high school.
Okay.
Not anymore because he's at
Huh? Don't sleep on North Carolina football. North Carolina football is going to come up.
No, I don't sleep on it.
No,
I'm a North Carolina kid. I'm not ever gonna diss North Carolina. What I will say is, I've only been down here 6 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
The difference in the amount of athletes here that are kind of is different than North Carolina.
Well, even the way coaches are paid down there is completely different. I wish I could get paid like that up here.
Facts.
For sure.
Like, you just pay me to coach and that's it.
Yes, like my son's high school coach is paid just to coach football, pretty much.
I would love to do that, but I got to work for the school system. That's what I want to do. I just want to coach. I don't want to teach nothing.
And weightlifting, so it is different down here. You know what I'm saying? Like the athlete, the top level North Carolina athlete is the same as the top level Georgia athlete. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But the amount of
you have more down there.
Yes, it's more down here.
I've watched a bunch of clips on YouTube, like Grayson, Carrollton, Buford. I watched those games. Man.
Yeah. I went to the state championship with Carrollton versus Buford, and it was like 35 D1 players on the field.
I like watching Carrollton. That's a good program.
They are, and they lost to Buford. My son was pulling for Carrollton, but they both are really, really good teams.
Now listen, what kind of money Buford got down there building that brand new stadium, dog?
Oh, you see that stadium?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that stadium's crazy. But I'll say this too. Like, I think the other part of this too is most states have their own identity on which sport
they want to do
is king.
Right.
And North Carolina, basketball's king.
Right.
And Georgia, football's
what
king.
I'm saying is, when you look at Georgia, they have a lot of top 5 picks the last 6 years.
Yeah, but I'll say this: there are and I'm gonna use Eric Ebron as an example because I was at Smith High School coaching when he was there, and
The Eagles.
The Eagles, Ben L. Smith.
Lions. He was Lions too.
Lions and Steelers. But look, I told that kid, right? So during the summertime, because I was coaching the girls team there, but I trained a bunch of the boys on that team.
Right.
And in summertime, like we have runs with different coaches and some of the players. And Eric's brothers from Connecticut came down to play ball with him, right? So his brother played one brother played basketball at Quinnipiac, the other one played at Rhode Island. And they're both athletic, they're both like 6'5", 6'6", athletic guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, and North Carolina is probably one of the biggest states for this. I told Eric Ebron one time, man, yo, you're chasing the wrong dream. You're trying to be like your brothers. Bro, you are an NFL DN or tight end right now. And if more 6'5", 6'6" kids that are athletic, that can run and jump, were not chasing hoop dreams, they be in the NFL right now. Mm-hmm. And that's based on living in North Carolina, because in North Carolina, UNC Duke, NC State, Carolina, like it's like this is a basketball state. So their fathers play ball, grandfather or cousin, whatever. So like if they were pushed into the right sport, I think you would see the same per capita of talent in Georgia that you would see in North Carolina as far as that time. But in Georgia, it's different. If you're 6'5", 6'6", you'll play basketball to stay in shape.
Right.
You're playing football all year round. You're playing 7-on-7 because
for sure
of the identity. And honestly, you understand, to me, and I could be wrong. I feel like, because I'm in Virginia, and Virginia is kind of a hybrid baseball,
It's kind of mix.
football. It's all based on region, right? So in 757 football,
Mm-hmm.
in Richmond area, it's kind of a cross between football and a basketball. In my area, in Northern Virginia, it's more of a basketball football state now, and baseball. But it used to be basketball baseball. So it's like, depending on the identity of where you're at, kind of determines, I think, where kids' kind of path goes. But man, Keith, I'll never forget when we went to go see that running back at Ragsdale.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker.
NC State, Ragsdale legend.
Dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Dog, I had never seen a kid I've seen some really good players in North Virginia, like in Virginia, Tidewater, but that kid was different, man.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was physical and he was fast.
I was in like 6th grade, 7th grade when he was balling out. I used to read all his articles in the papers every week.
Man, you talking about a dog?
Ragsdale is not a program anymore. They're terrible.
They are. When I was there, though, we're the one that started it. They sucked before we got there. My senior year, we went to the state championship. Then they were good for like 10 years, and then after that,
they're terrible now. I mean, I think they made playoffs last year because the way the bracket's set up, but they're terrible right now.
Yeah, but now in Greensboro, what Grimsley runs things.
Yes,
They do.
the Whirlies.
yeah, so
Used to be Dudley. You know, it used to be Dudley.
They'll be back.
Think
They had
so?
it down here.
we got it. Fucking Cowboys fans, Steelers fans. Hey, walk. 2 Bang Bang Niners fans.
Bang, bang,
Love
bang.
the unbeaten. Y'all, thanks for coming out. Hey, Nakia, you got anything to say before we dip out?
Yo, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all locking in with us.
Y'all definitely elevated the show tonight.
Oh, absolutely,
Appreciate
man.
y'all, man.
You know what I'm saying? We appreciate y'all locking in and joining us, man. Hey, for the people out there, appreciate y'all locking in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Hey, man, jump on with us, man. We'll be back Thursday right here, same place.
Hey, Walt, make sure we jump back on in March as we smack Carolina for the second matchup, man.
Oh, facts. Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
They
We'll see.
hating. They mad. Where's the Cameron? They mad. They mad.
Oh, hey, look, I'm definitely mad about that one.
What'd you say, Walt?
I'm definitely mad. Mad about that one.
I know. Look, I didn't look. I spared you. Hey, did I call you, Walt? Did I call you?
No, you didn't.
I didn't call you.
You didn't call me.
I knew you was mad. They mad. Hey, Nakia, they mad.
Tight, yo. Tight. I'm so tight about that one, man.
Hey, we love the Niners. Yeah, fuck Duke. Till next week, we out.
Let's go.
Perfect. Perfect.